Texans football team. Starting at the far end, we have Aaron Doyle. Aaron is a senior quarterback from Evant, Texas. Next to him is Jake Fensky. Jake is a senior quarterback from Round Rock, Texas. Second from the end on this side is head coach Kerry Fowler. And on this near end, we have Mark Martinez. Mark is a junior linebacker from Waco, Texas. Coach, congratulations on a thrilling win. Just give us your thoughts on the game in general.
It was just generally you come into the game, who could run the football and who would be able to stop the football. We struggled a little bit with that in the first half, but a lot of things in our run game is pulling and getting that ball on the perimeter on the bubble screens and things like that. So we made some halftime adjustments in the run game and did some things with our blocking schemes that gave us a chance there in the second half, and the offensive line did a great job. And you go out and you hold Midwestern State. I'm looking at this, I'm blown away. It's 75 yards. That's the difference right there. We stayed on that the whole time, and they came out and passed in the second half, and we had some injuries and got some guys that were knocked out, and we ended up having to go to a three-man front there, but we found a way to win it in the end.
You talk about running the football, but very balanced on offense.
They are. We are. We can throw if it's there and we need to, and we practice. We got two quarterbacks here that bring two different things to the game. They're great leaders and great men, and then they can do a lot of different things. We can throw, we can run it. We just have to take what's being successful to us, and we were balanced and almost even there. So that excites me. But heck, if we had to throw it 100 times, that's something we'd have to do. And if we had to run it, that's what we're going to have to do. We got to take what we can do each Saturday.
Questions for the Texans?
Aaron or Jake, you guys averaged 80 plays a game last year, and you had 80 snaps tonight. How important is the tempo to your offense and what y'all do as a team?
Tempo is a big part of our offense. If you look out there towards the middle end of our drives, the defensive line was just huffing and puffing. We try to high tempo everybody and just get them tired and snap the ball before they're ready, and that helps us gash them. But the tempo part of it is a huge part of our offense. That's what we try to do every day in practice, and I feel like we did a good job of it tonight.
Could you identify like a turning point? Y'all fell behind, and then it looked like you were kind of in control for a while. What were you feeling out there?
What we've been preaching from day one is eye on the one. We're not going to dwell on the past. We're not going to worry about bad plays that have happened in the past, and that's been our motto and what our team stuck to. And Coach Fowler's pushed on us from day one, from the start of camp, and we showed that today. And I think we kind of had a transfer within the game of believing that eye on the one and coming together and saying, hey, we're going to put that in the past, we're going to keep working. When we were struggling, defense was picking it up, and we came out in the second half and got things rolling, and that's how we expect to run our offense 100% of the time, and it took a half to get out of the way. But we just put that half behind us and just came out firing in the second half.
Coach Fowler, there at the end of the game, what's your message as you're giving the ball back to Midwestern State, down by 3? What's your message to your defense there on that last drive?
On the one, it's the next play. You can't play. You got to play it first down. You got to play it at a time. And heck, even as long as they don't score, you still got a chance to live, and that's all we preach about. I tell the kids, don't look at the scoreboard. It doesn't matter if you play your best every night, you practice your best, then you got to live with what happens. And I felt like our kids played hard. Did we make mistakes? Yes. Did we have things that didn't go our way? Yes. But any time that you focus on the next play, the next breath, and don't look at the scoreboard and do it all together, and you got a chance. But it wasn't a message. Just hey, I don't know one. Next play, do your job at the best you can, and we'll find a way to win in the end.
Question for Mark here. Your defensive unit held a pretty good rushing team to 2.2 yards per carry. Talk a little bit about the defense's play tonight.
Just like they said, motto's eye on the one. We go out there, want to just dominate. Whatever coach gives us, whatever call he gives us, want to go out and execute the call and get that done. We expect that every week.
More questions for the Texans?
Can you add to that and say something about the true freshman Jared Thames that got the sack there at the end?
It came down. We had some D linemen go down there, Brad, and Ronnie went down, and we lost Deshaun there in the first half. In the early first series of the second half, and that's a big lick. When you take a guy that can take the whole half of the field away, and you can mess with your coverage to the front side because you just leave Deshaun alone. And when you lost him, we had to bring some kids in, and Desmond's playing out there out of position, and he's hurt. And Jerry came in and did a great job. The kid can run, and he's learning the game. It's just going to be a matter of time. But anytime you got a guy that can bench press 500 pounds and squat 650 and run 4.8, he's going to be a great player for us. And he's a Division I player. It's going to have a lot of great games here.
Coach, can you talk about having your success against Midwestern last year, this year?
We've always had success stopping the run. That goes back to when I was coaching at Murray State and when I was coaching at Midwestern. We've always had success stopping the run. We believe that you got to stop the run to win the football game. And, we practice it. Our kids understand it. Simplicity is probably the key. Not trying to do too much and letting guys play edges and play gaps and don't overrun the football. And that was the key to us. We didn't overrun the football. We kept our shoulders square and we made the ball run downhill instead of bounce out the backside and let the quarterback pull it. And we practice it every day. And you get to see it in practice with us. The thing that we get to see in practice is the throwing game, and then we also get to see the run game that you've got to be able to do those things offensively to be able to play in the state of Texas where the spread offenses dominate.
Coach Fowler, 87 rushing yards from Henshaw, 86 from Regal. How good were they as a 1-2 punch?
Really good. But the thing that encourages me most is there's not selfishness. We got two quarterbacks here that are best friends that they knew from the Sunday after the last game that we're going to play two quarterbacks. And they embrace that. They cheer each other on. They watch the guy behind them. Everybody says you got a quarterback controversy. No, we don't. Last time that I was coaching when I was coaching at Midwestern, we had a guy by the name of Rasan Bell and Daniel Pope. Before that, we had a guy named Rasan Bell and Boggs. And that's what happens. The same thing happened with Jerome. Jerome is cheering on Zach. Zach's cheering on Jerome. They're staying behind each other, watching what the other one does so that they're prepared. And that's the thing. We have an unselfish football team. And we got to continue to do that if we have success, playing, next week. And we've got to stay unselfish. And the thing I want to do is rip up the stat sheet and take the numbers off the jerseys and just have white jerseys out there because that's what creates all selfishness in life. And just do your job. And when you win, we all get to sing that song together. And it goes a W beside our team and not the stat by somebody's name.